So welcome back to the podcast, guys. Today I am joined by Kate from Fleur. So welcome, Kate. Maybe you can start by telling us a little about yourself and Fleur.
Hi, Jordan. Thanks for inviting me. Really nice to meet you. Yes, so a little bit about myself. I come from product background, being studying as a designer in a company called Hankinson company, consulting firm. So I started there more than 10 years ago. Built my way up into user experience design, working with customers, building products, and that's my main passion that I had in my life. I worked with companies, supporting them into building great products, and things eventuated for me to build my own product, which we started about a year ago, and that's called Fleur.
Okay, cool. Can you tell us a little bit about what Fleur does and like the solutions it provides? Because the
Yeah,
website is
absolutely.
gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, so Fleur has really broad application, and we enable anyone to create content, whether it's marketing or documents. In the future, it will be videos, websites, anything you would need to run your business, to run your project. It facilitates you to become 10x marketer, boost your productivity, enables you to create much easier. Also, we focus a lot on user-generated content, so enabling companies being able to reach out to their audience and let their audience express how they love that company or feedback they have, or being able to promote it. So we are really tapping into this market as well now.
Okay. And so going through your background, it's very impressive. And you mentioned that you were at McKinsey and Company, and there are a bunch of other things that you did in the past. Like, why did you decide to pursue this specific area when you could have applied your talents to many other areas?
Yeah, I guess coming from product, coming from UX, I just saw so many people struggle when they need to create something and not being able to complete tasks and really finding it difficult to learn products. Then AI came to the mix heavily a few years ago, and there's so many things you could do with it. And my mind was just exploding with ideas of how you can make things so much easier for people to enable them to create without having any skills. And that was my passion for a while, was kind of brewing. And then it resulted in starting building Fleur last February.
Okay, nice. And who do you find is typically the customer that loves the product the most?
It's currently prosumers as well as some small to medium business owners, but target audience is smaller teams, like teams that don't have necessarily huge budget, but they want to do so many things. And so you run into that problem that you can't do it all as a business owner or a marketer in a small team, and you want to become 10x, 100x marketer or business owner that wants to do all of it. And Flow is enable you to do it all. That's the main customer we're focusing on right now. But of course, like anyone can come in and do their own project and do their own little design or document today.
Okay. And so, Kate, what have been some of the biggest challenges in scaling Fleur over the last year or so?
We had a few challenges.
Just a few?
Just a few. Of course, scalability, like at some point you have like 100 users on your platform. The other moments you have like thousands, and you're like, oh my God, we need to increase to scale our systems to be able to support of them and provide great performance. That was one of the challenges. The other one is basically picking our battles, because there's so much we can do. We need to focus on what's right, and we need to focus on what's right for the main customer we're focusing on. So picking those features, talking to the customers, seeing what will bring them the most value, and prioritizing that while we build the product. That had challenges, and we're still in the progress of improving that, prioritizing things that's the most valuable for the end user, so that they love us more and more.
Right. That makes sense. So given that Fleur has like an AI first sort of feel to it, where do you see AI going, and like what trends are you noticing, and are you planning on integrating any new stuff in the AI space? I know that's kind of like a 3-part question, yeah, but where do you see AI going, and how are you using that within Fleur?
I can see AI changing the world completely, and it's already happening. I see people becoming X-hacks themselves, like what they can do professionally, especially everyone that knows how to use it. There's a big learning curve for people to understand how to be able to achieve great results with it, but it's all going to happen. It's all going to go in that direction more and more. I also see us still being very, very important part of content creation, of marketing, of campaigns, because we provide ability to have branded guided content creation, where it's not just, like you generate an image and it's completely of your brand and it says something that it's not supposed to say. So we have some guardrails to AI that we've built that's going to make it on point and on brand, while being created very easily and automated. I feel like AI is big wild beast, and important part of Floor is to be able to control it and make it support you, be a 10x of yourself, 100x of yourself.
Right. And if you could develop any AI feature within the platform, what would that be? Like, what would the dream AI feature be?
That feature would be like, I'll be driving my car and I would see that some event has happened, like someone won a game, and I would want to say, create me a campaign about that and post it on that digital banner, make it on brand, use those sort of phrases, being able to just talk to my phone. It will just give me the campaign I wanted to post, confirm details with me. I'll post it right there and I'll see it in digital banner when I drive past it. So that's my ideal world of marketing, where you wouldn't need to do much. You'll just come with the idea. 5 minutes later, it's already deployed and published.
Well, we're probably not very far away from something so crazy like that. It seems like every month everything changes. Like just last month, DeepSeek, and everyone's already forgotten about that and moved on to the next thing. So I look forward to seeing what comes out over the next few months.
Great.
What sort of AI are you using under the hood? I mean, obviously, you don't need to share if you don't want to, but is it some proprietary AI? Is it the tech APIs and then there's some stuff on top, or what does that look like?
We're completely open to different AIs, and we like, if we see something performs better, we just switch it. Then we use different providers for different areas. I feel like that's the smartest way to go about it, instead of just being attached and dependent on one particular provider. So far, we integrate with about 5 different providers for different purposes within the platform, as well as having our own like memory and a few guardrails around it. And of course, the branding is a layer that comes on top of it, the guardrails of the brand.
Okay, cool. And so how are you finding acquiring customers? Like, how do they currently know that you exist, and how do they come into your platform?
We have multiple channels. Of course, organic can be can be neglected. Even though AI is going to change the whole SEO world, people still get that via those paths, as well as we have a few partners that talk about us, promote us, and send the traffic our way. Then with WeBrand, also one of the partners, WeBrand, which has lots of enterprise customers, and whenever they've got someone who is smaller than, let's say, 1,000 plus employee company, and they send it our way. So it kind of combines through different channels as well as organics to get the traffic up. We do run some ads, not a lot. We don't want it to be our main driver, because if you know, like PLG, like if your product is good, it's going to grow by itself. So we just try to get to that point where you wouldn't necessarily need that many ads. People just love it and tell everyone else that they use that and get them to use it too.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed as well. So for 2025, what are some big initiatives or big goals that you guys have got at Fleur?
Big goals. Of course, we have some revenue targets, some milestones to achieve. Product-wise is broadening up our business audience and getting them onto our upcoming UGC component that we're going to add to the site. Yeah, which is totally exciting. I can't share like more details, but there's some pretty innovational stuff that's coming out. So yeah, that's what our 2025 should be about. Of course, by building and supporting the team that we've got, nurturing and growing together.
Okay, that sounds exciting. I look forward to seeing that. And one of my favorite questions to ask is, because I always get lots of strange answers that I'd never expect, is like, if you could wave a magic wand over like one big problem right now, either in the industry or within the business, and you could solve it like that, what would that big problem be?
Let me think about it. is our magic wand. There's not too big of a problem anymore. Everything is solvable. The problem is like there's so many resources to get there. So it makes it really hard to be special.
So is there something in the industry that you would change, or is there something within Fleur that you would change, or like a bottleneck that you believe is stopping you from being able to reach all of the goals and targets that you've set this year?
Yes, there are problems, but you don't really need magic for that. It's just hard work that will solve them all. So magic is too easy. And I can solve most of the problems, and I'm not relying on magic to solve the problems. That's probably why I kind of struggle to answer this one.
I like that. Doesn't want to take the easy way, wants to take the hard working
It's
way.
like don't work harder, work smarter, but at the same time don't rely on magic to make things happen.
Okay, I like that. Okay, sure. So if you could go back to your beginning of the journey with Fleur, like what things that you might change now that you've obviously been there and done that, what would you go back and change?
Oh, it's hard. Rely on the different team members to deploy the first part of the product. I guess that would be my main. Like we did lose a little bit of time in the beginning while setting up those technical guardrails to be efficient. I would know exactly how to be efficient in our technical team, and would be able to change it up to be faster and work smarter.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Well, look, I really appreciate the time today, Kate. And if people are watching and they want to check out Fleur or they want to connect with you, like where can they go? How can they connect?
They can just come to our website. It's got all the links that they would need to connect with us on Instagram, YouTube, or just subscribe and be our customer. To connect with me, LinkedIn is the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing new people if they want to connect. And it's really nice to chat to you, Jordan. Thanks for this thought-evolving questions. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Well, look, I highly recommend everybody go check out Fleur. I'll leave links and stuff like that in description. Got a beautiful website. Obviously, you guys definitely know what you're doing. And I look forward to seeing the exciting new AI stuff coming this year. That's it for us, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much, Jordan.